I once had the opportunity at a business forum for CEOs in the States to do a little informal survey of how many CEOs had been head of their class in school. And it turned out of maybe 200 CEOs, 4 or 5, not unusually high. It's because IQ alone predicts about 4 to 10% of career success. That leaves a very large, unexplained contribution from other factors, one of which is emotional intelligence. The abilities that distinguish outstanding performers in several hundred organizations, and it looks just at two things. How many of those abilities are based on IQ, technical skill, on cognitive, purely cognitive abilities, and how many are in the emotional intelligence domain. And it turns out that for jobs of all kinds, in setting the stars apart from average, emotional intelligence is twice as important as the cognitive abilities. The higher you go in the organization, the more it matters. So for top-level leaders, for those competence models, 80 to 90% of the abilities are in the emotional intelligence domain. It's not that IQ and technical skill don't matter, but they're only what we would call threshold abilities. IQ is the most powerful predictor of which job a person can get and hold successfully. However, once you're hired for that job, it fails to predict who will be an outstanding performer, who are the stars, who are the leaders. That all has to do with emotional intelligence, with how we handle ourselves, how effective we are in relationships. There is one cognitive ability that continually shows up as distinguishing outstanding leaders. It's what you might call big picture thinking, or pattern recognition, or systems thinking. Understanding, for instance, how a decision made today will matter in 5 years or 10 years. Or perhaps most significantly, what strategic vision should we have going forward? But once you have your strategic plan, once you know where you're going, the problem is this. You can only get there through people. In order to execute that plan, that strategy, you need to persuade, to inspire, to listen, to communicate, to motivate, and those are all emotional intelligence competencies.